Well, here we go. This is a little later starting than I was hoping. Been waiting on a bunch of parts for a long time. This is my 77 F-150. Somebody in its previous life named it Old Copper, and I don't really want to change the name because that's kind of like a boat. I think it's bad luck if you change the name, so it's what it is. It's Old Copper. Yeah, it's a 77 F-150 4x4. It's got a 351 modified and a 4-speed. It's got a 205 transfer case. And it's running 33 by 10.5 grabbers. That's Mion wheels. I don't know if I love the wheels or not, but they'll do for now. The body's got a few spots that definitely need addressed. I mean, these bottom of the doors may have to get cut out and replaced. We'll see once we get them sanded down. Cab corners definitely. Both box sides are trashed, so they got to get changed. But we got new ones here. See how scabby those are. We got new these inner fender wells there. They're going to get changed out. Come around the back end. We got this bumper, and it's kind of gross. I don't know. I kind of like the idea. Just the execution is a little too farmer for me. That's gonna have to get changed. I don't know if I'll run something different or go back to a factory style bumper. I don't really think I want a factory style bumper, but we'll see where we end up on that one. This same with the passenger side. Box needs changed out. Box sides, inner liner again. The cab needs a little work on this side. Door got smucked and a little bit in the corner of the cab here is going to have to get straightened out. But my buddy Corey at Fine Tune Customs, he'll be able to get that straight, no problem. Again, cab corner. Bottom of the door on this side's not so bad. Front fenders are both pretty good. Hood's decent. This grill shell, it's a little banged up. I might be able to I'm going to try and straighten it out and see how it looks. Might turn out okay. I already changed the grills out because they were cracked. I don't really care for the grills. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Cerakote them, and I will Cerakote them black. And then in here on the face of the bars is going to be a copper color, similar to the color of the truck. I think that might not look too bad. And I may do the same on the Ford letters. I might Cerakote those black and then just have the faces copper. Might give it a kind of different look. Front bumper again, I think I'm going to run a factory style bumper with like a pre-runner type tube bar across the front, mount a few round lights on there. We'll change the headlights out to LEDs. This truck's gonna go right down to the frame. So yeah, I'll put you down for a second here. Yeah, we'll go right down to the frame body off restoration on it. This year we won't be doing the Holley fuel injection system. That'll have to wait till next year. We'll do the Holley and the Vintage Air, hopefully, if all goes well. The engine will get pulled, re-gasketed, cleaned up, painted. I may go to an HEI style ignition on it, or I may just run the factory Duraspark until I go to the the fuel injection system. It may just be not worth messing with it right now. It's got headers and Edelbrock carbon intake. It's got some sort of cam. I don't know what the guy's done, but it goes all right. Could be a lot worse. It's not a factory AC truck, which I'm not sure if is a blessing in disguise or not. And then the interior is not actually in too terrible a shape for a 50-year-old truck, but we're going to change the interior to black. I'm not really a big fan of the tan. And I think it'll be really hard to match everything with the aftermarket parts. It'll be easier, I think, with black. Gonna probably end up running Dakota Digital dash in it as well. And then gonna have one of my old teachers reupholster my seats, I think in similar style black where the vinyl is now, and then these inserts I'd like to do like a copper plaid color, kind of color. It's gonna, because the truck is gonna stay the factory copper color. We'll change the headliner out. I don't know if we'll just go straight black or maybe do that copper plaid color on the headliner. Then we're gonna pull all this metal, all the retaining metal for the headliner out. We will Cerakote all that. Not sure if that'll go black or copper. Probably black. There'll be just a lot of, you know, the pedals, we'll copper or Cerakote all that stuff. You know, make it all match. I mean, none of the rockers are in real bad shape. The floor's in pretty good shape. There's no holes. The body mounts are good on the cab, which was a big concern, so that's good to go. Driveline wise, it's all actually really good. It even passed an honest safety inspection, which blew my mind. I had to put an e-brake cable and a pitman arm on it. I thought that was pretty good. I was expecting a lot worse. Already went through underneath, redid all the U-joints and whatnot, but I think I'm gonna have to get the slip yokes changed out on the drive shafts because they're a little loose. And then I'm gonna put a 2.5-inch rough country lift on it. Just that way I get some new coils, new springs, new shocks. Clean it all up, give it a little bit of a little more altitude over the tires, just give me a little more clearance. What else? I've got a full set of energy bushings for the whole truck that'll be going on. Oh, and the wiring harness, I've got an American Auto wire harness. We're gonna be putting a whole new harness in this truck because I don't want to be dealing with 50-year-old wiring issues, burning my truck to the ground or causing it to die on the side of the road. Like, I don't need that grief. So, what else can I tell you? There's not that much really to tell you. It's gonna be a fairly big project, but I don't think it's as big as, it won't be that bad once I get into it, I don't think, is what a lot of people think it'll be. It's just gonna be a lot of work. But hopefully the juice is worth the squeeze. These hinges, I think all these accessories are gonna end up getting Cerakoted. I'll Cerakote the engine, the valve covers, chrome air cleaner will go. I'll Cerakote one up. Just something kind of that'll suit the truck. Yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of little nuts and bolts to clean and paint, and you know, things to tidy up. Like to go through, rebuild the transfer case and transmission, just to get that all tip top again. And the one thing that actually I'm most concerned about is I want to put these tie down clevises back on the box, and I think that is going to be a bit of a bitch to get those straightened out, straight and level and square to each other. So I think I got an idea how to do it, but we'll see how that goes. And tailgate's still open, so that's nice. That's always good. These old trucks are usually pretty bent up, rotten. This one's actually in relatively good shape, considering the life this thing led. Yeah, well, that's about it. That's about all I can tell you about this thing at this point, but hopefully in the next 2 weeks here, we're gonna get going and start stripping it down and making it look like new again.